Hello and welcome. I am Dr. Anil Joshi. Welcome you to my series Iconology and Temple Architecture Perspectives. In the contest, we visit many temples, we photograph them, we videograph them, of course with permission of ASI department or of the local authority by paying the fees whatever they ask for. Now we analyze them and bring the information audio visual for you, covering each and every corner of the temple, its detail and why it is called as the one of the best, what is the difference in it. Now in this contest today we are going to go to Bellur. We are going to see Channakeshwara temple. Channa means handsome, and it's so beautiful temple. There are so many stunning, mind-blowing, excellent, and the architecture, when you see them you will not find any word to describe them. Now if we are going to see all these things, it has to be extensively. Number one and number two cannot be covered in one lecture. Therefore we have total 3 lectures covering different topics. Now today's lecture is Channakeshwara temple, the interior aspect of it. Now there are different temples which we cover exterior aspect of it, and there will be different lectures which will cover surrounding premises temples. Now let's get going to this Channakeshwara temple. It's really proud. It is really my pleasure or my luck that I could see such astonishing things. It was my luck that I had an excellent guide who can describe me each and every corner of it. Now we are going to have this lecture in 2 parts. One thing is I am describing you with the help of slides and also with the help of photographs. And videography we are done, and certain things we are going to learn from or we are to get from our local guide. Now Channakeshwara temple has 3 entrances and their doorway is just nicely, excellently, awfully decorated. If you just see a decoration or that is Makara Torana of any of the entrances, I think it will be a glory and you will just say never seen before. Or if you see any of the sculptures which you are going to see, again you will see it's not a human, it is a superhuman creations. The sculptures here, when we enter the door, are the Dwarapalikas. Like, not exactly doorkeeper is not a correct word, they are Dwarapalikas, they are on either side. Now different deities has got different Dwarapalas, and here it is a Vishnu temple. The central hall, that is the Navaranga hall, was originally open on all sides except the west where the sanctum is situated, but all the sides were later closed with a perforated screens. This reduces the amount of light significantly and the intricate work is difficult to appreciate, but we were lucky enough when we went there. It was a bright sunlight and we could see it with little bit more patience. You have to allow your eyes to adjust and you have to observe. It will take little more time. You cannot use flash anywhere inside, so you cannot use any artificial lights, but in spite of that you can appreciate the beauties, you can appreciate the carvings, and you can appreciate why it was called as superhuman. Even though there are less light, you can still appreciate the work. Pyramid has 2 sanctums and is dedicated to Lord Shiva. Bellur has 1 sanctum and that is dedicated to Lord Channakeshava. Channa is handsome. The temple was built under the aegis of greatest of Hoysala kings, Vishnuvardhana, as a tribute to gods having won the battle against the Chola kings. Cholas were considered as mighty, and when the Hoysalas won the war against them, they thought it is because of the Lord Vishnu who has done favor on him. That's why they built this temple as a tribute to him, and it is one of a marvel. They created it as a once in a while, once in a life, and once in a place, once in a world. In this temple, even today, worship takes place. So it is active temple. Worship is going on. It has a pleasing statue of God covered with silver and can easily be obscured by pillars and statues and adorn the mandapa, that is the area in front of the sanctum. The pillars and figures of the dancers in various poses beat the ones in Havibida and Somanathapura, but together they are awarded UNESCO, that is Bellur, Hayabedu and Somanathapura. All the three are wonderful, but some are the edge above. The detailed attention needs to be given to each and every whole trill, poses and every aspect of the design in mind-blowing ways. The jewelry that adorns the dancers can be pure inspiration for the next necklace or bangles or anklet that you want to buy for your family. A design can be given to your jeweler and he can design and prepare ornaments accordingly. There are 42 pillars. Some are multi-sided. Some faces are smoothly turned pillars while unique in designs. Now, square pillars we can see from Badami onward, that is Bhutanatha temple onward, we can see that dates back to around 800. But lathe turned pillars means absolutely perfect circle pillars as though they are turned on lathe, we can see only after the Hoysala Empire. These were the pioneer in that, and how they have done these as well as the sculptures which we are going to see is considered as superhuman because they had very primitive tools. So how they have made these lathe turned pillars. The most famous of these pillars go to the names of Narasimha pillar and Mohini pillar. These we are going to appreciate in a video. We are going to see each and every details of the Narasimha pillar as well as Mohini pillar, and we are going to see what our local guide says about it. It's just wonderful. Then idols are carved out intricately on the Narasimha pillar without leaving an inch of the space. The tour guide told us that pillars would rotate on ball bearings that have since then been damaged and now it is not possible. But he showed us the beauty of the carvings. The pillars may have got its name because of a carving of the Ugra Narasimha, that is the Narasimha pillar because of the carving of Ugra Narasimha. It is the avatar of Lord Vishnu, or because of the pillar was commissioned by the Hoysala king Narasimha. His name was also Narasimha, so he has carved it. Narasimha 1. The Mohini pillar, besides being as intricate as the Narasimha pillar, also has a statue of Mohini and the famous female avatar of Vishnu. So both avatars are there, but especially the Mohini statue, you please see it carefully when we will be showing it in a video, is wonderful. Each and every aspect of it, each and every curvature of it, carvings of it, just wonderful, mind blowing. That is perhaps the most beautiful and proportionally carved female figure ever I have seen. What's about you? Please appreciate, and if you have seen any better than this, do inform us. Just like Hybrid, here too the slightly raised circular platform in front of the deity was the Shantala Devi's dancing stage. So inside if you go, you will find a small, like 6 inches raised small platform, and Shantala Devi was using it for the dances. Her devotion and prayer to the god was through the dances. On the 4 pillars around the platform where the top of the pillar meets are the beams and statues of dancers. They are beautiful, wonderful, mind-blowing and superhuman. The bracket figures are placed at angles of 45 degrees and are special of this temple. There are 38 such bracket figures on the outer wall of the temple, taking the total of the bracket figure to 42. Out of 42, 38 are still seen. We have made different video because the topic is extensive. it is difficult to appreciate a beauty when we are just running it through a video. So we have taken static photograph of each and every dancer, and we have given you the details what it says. These figures strike various poses. You have a lady playing an instrument, a lady singing, and a lady talking to her parrot, lady adjusting her hair, toe rings, and also so on and so forth. All these things we have to appreciate when we are going to see the exterior of it over the panels attached with 45 degrees to the ground. Two main Sabha mandapas are found in the temple complex. The pillar facing the main temple is the Garuda Stambha, was erected in the Vijayanagara period, while the pillar on the right side, that is the Deepa Stambha, pillar with the lamp, dates to the Hoysala period. Near the Vijayanagara temple is the Mahamandapa, where annual procession ratha and temple vehicles have traditionally been stored. It is called as Vahana Mandapa. The complex has also a Kalyana Mandapa in the southeast corner of the ceremonies, and it was added in possibly in 17th century. The granary of the storing food, granary where the food is stored, is found in the northwest corner of this temple. There is a smaller northern gate to the complex, near which is the Pakashala, or a community kitchen built by the 13th century. So temple was taking care of everything. During the ceremonial season, people were gathering here, they were given residence, food, and they were offering their puja part and worships. There is another shrine to the northwest of the Keshava temple called as Ranganayaki shrine. Its outer wall is decorated with artworks such as elephants and nature. It also displays 31 large images of deities from the Vaishnavism, Shaivism and Shaktism traditions of the Hinduism. It also has intricately carved Venugopal, Mohini and Lakshmi, as well as phrases showing legends in the Puranas. The complex has number of small shrines. To the east of Keppe Chennigeriya temple are the shrines for the Narasimha, Rama, then the history of the ancient India and army of the warriors. To the east of the temple are the shrines for Lord Krishna. On the basis of the shrines are the phrases showing stories from the Ramayana. Some of these shrines are added later according to the some scholars, possibly after 12th century. But that apart, it is never claimed that the temple was constructed in single stage. It has taken many years, but the harmony, synchronization makes us think that they were all thinking alike. The dynasty has changed, the workers must have been changed, then everything has changed, but one thing they had done is their devotion towards the temple. A step well, Kalyani, has to be always there for any of the Dravidian temples as a water reservoir, and it is found in northwest corner with two stone elephants on either side. This is a different video, we have covered it, do watch it and enjoy it. The elephant gate just south to the Gopuram, and a memorial of the past destruction in the form of pillars and statues in the northwestern part of the complex. So these all are the surrounding. Now this is the designing, internal design, how the temple is and how the peripheral shrines are. It is showing the water tank, Gopuram, then Kalyan Mandapam, Keppe Channakeshwar, then Somanayaka, then Varahanayaka. All these are Vishnu avatars. Then Andral. Then there is a Pakashala and community kitchen. Everything is around it and it is shown in this. Now we'll see it. Gopuram. From outside, we'll start coming slowly inside. This is Garuda Mandapa, because Garuda, you can make out from the wings. Look at the entrance. Now entrance has got emblem of Hoysalas, and how nicely it is decorated. This is one wall, there is right side wall. There are many interpretations behind what the emblem depicts. One of them, according to the local people, is a symbolization of young man Sawa who saved his guru by striking by a stick and killing the tiger. The word Hoy in Kannada in local language means strike, hence the name Hoy Sara. The young boy with the help of stick has killed the tiger and he was a founder. Guru never knew this. The boy never knew this, but ultimately when they finding the difference in this boy than other boys, then Guru also convinced, especially when he has taken this test. When a tiger came, he told them, go and kill him, and the boy has killed with the help of stick, and he became the emperor subsequently. Second myth is, or second story is, they had defeated Cholas, but that came really late, and Cholas they were symbolizing themselves as the tigers. So this may be a symbolization that it is winning or victory over the Cholas. But it is seen from much before that. See the carvings. This is turned pillars, then Makara Torana. All these things are described in extremely detail when we will be seeing videos by taking portion of these.
As I said initially, this is called Narasimha pillar. Narasimha, the fourth incarnation of Vishnu. And this work of art alone speaks for the beauty of the magnificent piece of work of Hoysala about 900 years ago. This is also said that an index of the whole temple. In case if a tourist, if anybody doesn't have more time behind him, if you have his limited time with him, if you come and see this architecture, it guides the whole summary of the temple. And this is made of in a piece of stone with the base, shaft, capital, carved and top. Abacus. Look at that minute carvings. Look at that work they have done. Even today, we can pass the fingers on the back of the stone. That becomes most important. How they given the gap. But I'm not sure. Most said this pillar used to rotate by man holding in those days. But now it does not rotate. But there is no any proof there was the pillar was rotating. And also you see some kind of small animals and teeth, just like an impala. And look at the color, it looks like almost like an elephant. So above you can see there is a small kind of Ganesh. It is made of a small piece of stone. It is said to be the image of Ganesh, the god of knowledge, the god of wisdom. of Hoysala temples are divided into three parts. First we call the Sanctum Sanctorum, followed by vestibule. This is the dancing hall. Because Queen Shantala was a great classical dancer. Was famous for playing the Bharatanatyam, which is very famous in South India and Tamil Nadu. This is also a second important pillar of the temple. The name called Mohini pillar after the Narasimha. Okay. Vishnu transformed into Mohini to kill the demon Bhasmasura. Look at Mohini means a beautiful lady, a charming lady. Look at her beautifulness. Look at the eyebrows. Looks like a bow. Look at the eyes. Looks like a fish. Look at the nose, just 1/3 of the face. Look at the nose, look at the measurement, just 1/3 of the face, and the face is 1/7 of the body. Look at the narrow shoulder. Look at the breast closed and elevated. Look at the waist, just measure of your palm. Huge hips, and look at the legs. Look at the toe, bent with the feet. And the second toe is longer than the first one. According to that myth, if the ladies of the second toe of the feet is longer, she is first of all, she is very lucky, and followed by she will dominate in the family. She will command in the family. Also believed lady also ruled her husband if the second toe of the feet is longer. Particularly is only for ladies, it is not for the gents. Even you can see the bottom. See there is a gap here. See, you can see there is a gap. How they given the gap? See the that's got the laser right just come out. So we can see the gap here. How they are given the gap, but unfortunately the hands have been cut off. The whole made of 5 pieces of stone. This is called Mohini pillar in the forms of Vishnu. This is the deity CHANNAKESHAVA. These are Dwarpalakas, Jaya Vijaya. These are called Jaya Vijaya. Guardians of Vishnu. That is the statue of Vishnu called CHANNAKESHAVA. Each and every day, this Lord is decorated with the silver ornaments. At the time of the car festival, which we held every year during April, on that occasion, the Lord decorated with the gold ornaments. Because these are all called procession guards in front of us. Center, Vishnu in the center, right Sridevi, left Bhudevi. And in the above, Vishnu Lakshmi sitting in the center. And either part you can see the same animal is repeated. Makara Shardula, lion's legs, elephant trunk, crocodile mouth, cow's ears, monkey's eyes, pig's body, peacock plummet, the whole made of in a single piece of stone called Makara Toran. Even you can see this, the Dwarpala, see the nails, look at the nails, looks like a modern, holding Dwarpalakas, see the mace, the discus, the flower and the conch. Gada, Padma, Shankha, Chakra. The weapons of the Dwarpalakas. Look at the ceiling, which is about 13 feet in square, 6 feet in deep. In the center of the sea, this is the fourth Inca Vishnu card, Ugra Narasimha, killing the women and the lamb. Look at the interstices came out, made like an garland to killing the women, Hiranyakashipu. And this is the sacred dome, which is supported with the four beautifully laid kind pillars. And this is one more important Shilabalika of Bellur temple is Natana Visharade. It's said to be the pose of Queen Shantala. How she is performing the dance. This is a bhangi of Bharatanatyam. Look at that at the top of the height of the sea there is a headlock. It's a very smaller one. It is believed that it moves up and down. It looks like a metal sheet but made of a soft stone. The name of the Shilabalika is called Natana Visharade and followed by Shukamayuri, a lady with the bird. Look at the left hand, a bird sitting at the left elbow. Look at the face of the bird, looks like a parrot. Look at the tail, looks like a peacock. Observe this please sir, the face of the bird looks like a parrot. Look at the tail, looks like a peacock. Means in those days believed the famous dancers speak like a parrot and dance like a peacock. Now look at the right hand. Look at the right hand. What she wears? A bangle. It looks like a bangle. It even today it rotates. There is a gap here between the wrist and the bangle, so it rotates. Even today, since from the 12th century, it looks like also like a bracelet, an ornamentation. And this is called Ardrakeshwar. As I said earlier, the beautiful girl, she had a shower. She came back and freezes her hairs to remove the wet water. See the droplet at the bottom. The name of the Shilabalika is called Ardrakeshini, and this is Kankana Varshini. Kankan means the bangles. Look at she looks like a bride. Look at she wears full of bangles. Look at the beautifully. Look at the hand, the fingers. How it is going to be seen. The action of the hands. Look at the crown, suggests the semi-divine status. Look at the arch. Look at the bottom. Look at the bottom. You can see that the toe raised with the pedestrian stone with some of that musicians on the bottom. As I said, Shilabalikas is called Natana Visharade, Shukamayuri, Ardrakeshini, Kankana Varshini, the most important Shilabalikas of Bellur temple. Look at the gap, even they given the gap. How they have made this architecture during 900 years ago with the Hoysala sculptors. Here we heard the name of the sculptors were Dasoja and Chamana, apart from Amarashilpi Jakanacharya and Daganacharya. Look at this pillar. Look at it looks like almost like an automobile tire. It looks like an automobile tire. Next one, it looks like an automobile tube. Again, you can see that gallery said to be, it is called for the spectators to come and sit to watch the dancing conducted by Queen Shantala traditionally and occasionally. So this is the northern part, southern part, this is the eastern part, and western part covered with the sanctum. A big bangle, it is called kada. Particularly the brides used at the time of the marriages. It looks like almost like a kada, turned the pillars with the help of a lathe machines in those days. And except this one, all have been done in a manual hand at the handiwork, except this is the pillars turned with the help of a lathe machines in those days. This pillar looks like almost like a lotus. Look at the work. Look at the work. It looks like a lotus. Come to this next one, sir. Take this picture too, the pillar. All are different, which is not natural. All of the pillars are different. Look at this pillar too. Not the world have been advanced with this much, and we cannot carve this kind of a temple, this kind of pillars. This has been worked out by the Hoysala sculptors. That to be about 900 years ago. So, according to the James Ferguson, famous historian from South Africa, who set a desert for his appreciation. You see that beautifully, the third incarnation called Varaha, killing the demon named Hirinakshi on the bottom. Once he was kidnapped with the goddess of earth and hit underneath, Vishnu go deep underneath in the form of Varaha and brought the goddess up. She's sitting on the left shoulder of Vishnu. And at the entrance you can see that Garuda and Hanuman are both the equal devotees of Vishnu. Again we can see the emblem, the man killing the lion, and this is a lady holding some kind of an instruments. It looks like a almost like a modern lute instrument. it is difficult to perform this kind of lute instrument. It is also said only that the warriors of Mysore have made performing this kind of the lute instrument.
This is a difficult instrument to play. Now the hall has 48 pillars. All the pillars except for the central 4 are carved uniquely. The central 4 pillars are added later to support the internal structures. Now look at this is the Narasimha pillar. If you want to compare any of the temple, this one pillar is adequate. Some of the figures are third in nature. For example, you can three-dimensional. You can see three-dimensionally it has got length, breadth, and you can put your finger and find out that there is space behind the carvings, so that you can see the behind portion of it. You must have seen it when we are showing it in video with the help of a laser lamp, how the light can pass from the behind the structures. Now Narasimha pillar. This pillar is carved with the miniature figure at all the ways from the top to the bottom. It is also said that the pillar could either be rotated. This was getting rotated earlier, but nowadays it is not possible. Maybe we do not know how, maybe some ball bearings or something of that sort, but still it is a mystery. But today they are not rotating. Now you are seeing it. Now inside temple, here the flashes are not allowed. You have to depend on the natural light to get the pictures. But they are so beautiful. You see the reflections coming from the granite pillars, black granite pillars. And this lead turn is something, especially here. Look at the lead turn. What a finery they have got. Richly ornated. You can make out how beautiful they were designed. You can have design for your beloved one also, taking inspiration from it. So beautiful, so differently, in so many varieties it is ornated. That is also one of a speciality of the Lord Vishnu temples. You will find them ornated. Lord Shiva's temple are rarely ornated. So here we are finding it is CHANNAKESHAVA. Channa is a handsome, and if you see the statue, of Lord Vishnu, then you will appreciate it. Excellently carved, whether they are hexagonal, rectangular, square, or lead turned, the beauty remains the same. We are making our effort to show you each and every corner of this temple in clarity, with different angles. You might be finding repetition, but they are with a different angles, which will give you a different perspectives of the same objects. With that, we are coming to end of this extensive lecture covering just internal aspect of the temple. There are different videos covering external aspects also, different temples in the same premises. Do visit our channel, do visit our website and subscribe us so that you can have more and more videos like this. And if you like this, give us a like. Thank you, goodbye and take care. This is Dr. Anil Joshi, seeing you off till we meet again in next video. Goodbye, good luck, and take care.